Hello again. Welcome to another Carboot sale video. This was the Carboot sale we went to last year. It's called the Swanley Giant Carboot sale. Here you can see some items on the ground. Some electronics and shoes. Some trainers there. Lovely pair of boots, very fashionable. We were lucky during the stay of the Carboot because it wasn't very soggy. Though the ground was wet, but it wasn't so bad. Sometimes you have to be aware that they can cancel car boots last minute due to bad weather or due to soggy ground. They can cancel it. So you have to check for any announcements before you go to avoid any disappointments. Here it's mostly clothes. Not very interested in clothes because they take a lot of space. And they need a lot of processing if you are to sell vintage clothes. Unless you can get a lot of money for it, then yeah, go for it. So here we have a bit of everything. Carboot is fun. You can discover a lot of items. It's a bit like treasure hunt. But this year is quite bad because of the weather. It's constantly raining. During the 2 bank holidays we had in May, 2 of those days were raining heavily, so most of the weekend sales were cancelled. You've got some clothes hanging on the rail. At this point now, some of the sellers have left already. This must have been around 10 a.m. And if you want to get the best items, you have to come early. Because by this time we were already 2 hours late. So obviously we're just getting the leftovers. But it's a giant Carboot sale, so we still forge ahead and did a bit of our treasure hunt. Most of the people here, I think, would be resellers who come to shop in these car booths. But you can see here some kids as well, so it's obviously a bit of a family outing. Some power tools. A lot of the gents like to have a bit of power tools. Here's one serious shopper. He's filled his trolley, his cart already. Some bags, jackets, bikes, and vacuum cleaners. Where's the baby? It's that's one creative shopper there, using the pram as a shopping trolley. Why not? And another baby, baby bag, and a table, perhaps for sale. Yeah, when you are filming in Carboot, or in fact in any market, you have to be careful not to point the camera on people's faces because they really don't like it. They really don't. I guess nobody likes it unless you're a celebrity who makes money from showing your face. A lot of people just like a bit of their privacy, I think. Could do with a bit of spy camera, I think. The one that you just clip on, because this was such an awkward kind of filming. I'm holding the gimbal with the phone, so it's obviously very obvious that I'm filming. But we like to show you around in places like this because it's fun. It was fun for us. I'm sure it would be fun for you too. Here, more clothes. If you're a clothes kind of seller, you can get a lot of bargain there. I feel that Carboots have really a lot of second-hand clothes, so that's the more common item. It takes a lot of work to process clothes, but I know a lot of people like clothes because you don't have to have any research to do or any specialist kind of knowledge, and some just love clothes themselves, so there's something for everybody, I think. Some people just like to sell shoes. Not him, he's selling brand new shoes. Probably checking some comparables online. He said, "Come here, let's go." More clothes. By the way, guys, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe or leave us a comment. This year we haven't been to any carboot, any giant carboot because we are very busy. But it's nice when we get the opportunity to go to carboot sales because it's a bit of therapy. I don't enjoy going to the mall anymore because I just shop online. But in car boots, you never know what you will find. And of course, if you go to car boot, don't expect them to have any card readers. Bring your cash. And bring enough cash because you never know what you can find. And there's no coming back. It's just for the morning. You can't say, "I'll come back tomorrow," like a permanent shop. Here, you might lose the opportunity because somebody has already bought it by the time you get your cash. So, yeah, better be armed and dangerous. In Carboot, even your 50p can get something. But if you have a budget, when you go to a Carboot, you're really itching to spend that money. But as I told you earlier, by this point in time, we were already late to the party, so even £10 was hard to spend on anything sensible. I'm looking for something rare, collectible, vintage. Here we were just scanning left and right by this time. Usually we do one side first then go back to the other side. But we noticed that a lot of the sellers were slowly packing up, so there's a bit of an urgency to check both sides. As you can see here, there's already a big gap on the right side, and even here on the left. That means a lot of the sellers have left already. It pays to be patient in car boots as well. Yeah, and also you have to bring a shopping bag if you plan to come to these places. Get an extra bag or two to help you carry the items that you have bought. One kid having fun there. He just runs happily. It's nice to be a kid, isn't it? No worries at all. When you were a kid, you couldn't wait to become an adult. And once you were an adult, you just recollect how good it was to be a kid. Some meeting going on here. They say let's have a strategy how to conquer this giant carboot. Yeah, actually, maybe that's how some people do the carboots. Maybe they come as a group and they say, you do this and I do that. That's an idea, but we didn't come to be serious today in this carboot. We came for the pure fun of it. This is not how we normally shop for our inventory. We do more of a business to business kind of shopping. But Carboot is so much fun. I'm redoing this video because the original video I uploaded, I got impatient and I put it on 3 times the speed. And looking back at it now, I just got dizzy watching it. And I almost deleted it, but I said, I need to save that video. Carboot is so much fun. I think I'm just having a bit of Carboot withdrawal, actually. Because I usually like to go to Carboot sales during summer. But time and weather haven't been with me this season. It's just manic. And now I'm a bit depressed. So probably some manic depressive episode going there. So we continue our walk. Some electronics. Some bikes. Now some dogs fighting in the middle. Some toy cars. More bikes. It's looking very lonely. Now some empty space here left by a seller. And a bit of everything. Fashion stuff, I think. Clothes, jackets, knickknacks, or whatnots. More baby clothes. If you're into that kind of thing, baby clothes or kids' clothes in car boots are usually very abundant. It's in oversupply compared to the other items. So if that is your niche, you can buy the whole display because you've got no competition. Not a lot of people buy those things, I think. Toy soldiers, I'm obsessed with them. In fact, that's in my wish list of Christmas stuff to buy, especially the red ones. Those ones that look like the palace guards. They're just so cute. Some haggling going on there. Some clothes. And more clothes. I think for this Carboot we had to pay £5 each to enter. If I'm not mistaken, we also had to pay for the car. Yeah, I think it was £5. Some of the Carboot sellers, when it's getting quite late, they just give away everything just to clear their van. It's almost like a giveaway sale. Even you have to watch out for those kind of deals. They will say 5p per item or £5 for everything, that kind of stuff. It's a bit like clearance actually, just like in the supermarkets. When it's getting late in the evening, they just want to purge their expiring stock or excess stock. So for these guys, they don't want to pack up their items because it's a lot of work. Some newer items. I'm not particularly a big fan of new items. Vintage is my thing. I didn't see much vintage stuff here though in this Carboot. It's more of used clothes and shoes and newer items. Some dogs. Having a dog's day out in the Carboot. A lot of the stuff you see in Carboots as well are tools. So if you're a builder, you can get a lot of tools, used tools in Carboot sales. That's what we saw some guys are doing. They're really into tools. Some sellers just specialize in fishing gears as well. We've seen lots of those. They sell nothing but fishing gears and stuff related to fishing. So obviously they have a healthy following as well. And here, what's the fascination about here? I'm having a bit of a FOMO moment there. And some used household items. Very empty here. Lots of sellers have left already. Kids are always drawn to toys, as you can see. Just buy them one. Something worth less than £5. It will keep them happy and quiet and entertained and occupied so you can focus on your shopping spree. By this time it was getting rather hot. The sun has slowly come out. That's a lot of clothing for sale. Looking rather empty here. Where were we heading at this point? I think we're heading for the food shop. Like the others, they're heading for the food shop. They're making a beeline for it. Yeah, see, lots of empty spaces now. We're a bit of in a hurry at this point. Because we haven't bought any single item yet. And it's always disappointing to leave a carboot without having bought anything. At least make the trip worthwhile and buy something nice, which I later on bought some stuff. I think this is where I bought the tin, the collectible tin. It's a lovely vintage tea, collectible tin. It was called the Marquess of Dewberry, something like that. But it's sold already. I don't keep stuff. The only things I keep are the ones that are still for listing. Once I've touched them and admired them, I bless them and let them find their new home or let somebody find them online. Now people are getting hungry, so they're queuing for the food. looking quite sparse now. And what are these? That's an empty space there. Some bikes. Some of everything. We were now checking everything we can as quickly as possible. And what are those? Vintage kind of electronics. Here are the fishing gears, fishing rods, some toys, and shoes. He's done a lot of shopping already. She's feeling really cold. Some kid stuff. Fashionista young man. Good for him. Some generator. Tools. And finally, last but not the least, the shop that redeemed the Carboot for the day. This is where I found my heaven. Look at all those vintage items. Lovely. Yeah, I spent most of my time here. Alright, guys, I hope you did enjoy this reworked video.